Good morning, students. And in the last class, we have solved some problem regarding schematic trigger as well as active filters. But that in that video, some voice is missing, and it is very low for the two problems and that active filters. So again, I am repeating in this video. Let us look into this. Okay. So this problem, design schematic trigger circuit. So wait a minute. So this problem. Design schematic trigger circuit with a UTP -2 and LTP -4 volts and VSAT as 14 volts. And we have UTP minus LTP formula, right? So that is hysteresis formula. V hysteresis is equal to VUTP minus VLTP, right? So after subtracting those two, we'll get this expression, right? So we know UTP value -2 volts and LTP as -4. Substitute in this equation, you will get this one, right? So finally what we will get, R1 is equal to 13 times R2. Okay, so we don't know both the resistors values, so one of the resistor values you have to choose. Okay, and after that whatever the value you get no, that is the another resistance value. So this is design schematic signal means that should be the input side. It is in a sinusoidal waveform. UTP LTP is a negative, so I am showing in the negative direction, and output should be in a rectangular pulses. Okay, this is what about the problem. The next problem is this one. For the schematic trigger, R1 is equal to 3 kilo ohm, R2 is equal to 1 kilo ohm, and VUTP, VLTP, and VH. Assume what saturation voltages are plus or minus 12 volt. So VSAT plus VSAT minus VSAT has been given. R1 and R2 has been given. So we know that VUTP formula, VLTP formula, VSAT plus into R1 divided by R2, VSAT minus into R1 divided by R2. So we know the formula directly and substitute the values in this. Okay. So the hysteresis width is given by VH is equal to what? VUTP minus VLTP, right? So after subtracting these two, we'll get VH is equal to what? This value. Okay. This is about the problematical part. And coming to the next topic, active filters. So what is the filters indicates the frequency selective circuit, so which passes the only what exactly, consider this one. So this is a band and there a set of frequencies will be there. So here it is out of band, there is a frequencies f1 and f2. Okay, so only this filters allows this frequencies range within the band, and it rejects the frequencies which is there in out of bands. For that reason, this I need to call it as a filters. Okay, and coming to this, it is due to their active filters, so flexibility in gain control, um, and small component size, no loading problem, pass band gain, and use of inductors can be avoided. These are the what exactly attracted due to their qualities, active filters. And one more thing, here see here, filters can be classified into two types: digital filters and analog filters. So again, analog filters can be classified into two types, that is passive filter and active filters. And what is the difference between the passive filter and active filters, we'll see. So see here, what is a passive filter? So filters with only components like resistors, capacitors, inductors are known. See here, this one. And active filters are what exactly? Filters with components like operation amplifier, oscillator, transistors, active elements are known as an active filters. So coming to the here, passive filters. Passive filters are not do not require any external power sources for the operation, incapable of providing power gain. Okay, and here in active filters there is a requirement of external power supply here. Okay, so better stability can here it is stabilities will be better in the passive case, and in active case oscillations and noise will be generated due to the feedback loops. And in case of passive filters, there is no frequency limitations. Here in the active filters, there is some frequency limitations will be there. Okay, and this is the passive filters. It looks heavy and bulky because of the presence of the inductors. and also consume more power and operate with a limited speed. Okay, and here it is, it doesn't looks in bulky and it operates with a high speed. Okay, last difference is this can be fabricated in a IC format, this one, but here it can be fabricated, it cannot be fabricated in IC format, but it can be fabricated in IC form. These are the differences we'll have to go through this. And active filters offers the following advantages over passive filters. There are the gain, what exactly the gain, frequency and adjustment flexibility, no loading problem, no insertion loss, size and weight, and cost. Okay, most commonly used active filters are low pass filter, high pass filters, band pass filter, and band stop filter, or the band rejection filters. Okay, that responses we'll see. So how exactly the first one, frequency responses of the low pass filter, it should be what exactly, it should be the graph plot between frequency and voltage gain. And see here, this is the frequency range. Below FH, that there should be a pass band, and above FH this is a stop band, or I need to say it in ideal response. Okay, this is what exactly the low pass filter response. Coming to here, high pass filter response, see here, in this case again for frequency versus voltage gain graph, and here below FH what is there, it is a stop band below FH, and more than FH that should be, it is gonna call it as a pass band. This is the high filter pass filter response. Okay, and here third one, band pass filter response, it is also the frequency versus gain graph, but here three types of, below FL there is a stop band, and between FL, FC, FH there is a pass band, there is an ideal response, and above FH there is a stop band. This is what exactly the band pass filter response. And band reject filter frequency response, it should be like this, it is also the plotted between frequency and voltage graph, and here same thing, below frequency FL that is, there is a pass band, and this frequency range there is a stop band and ideal response, and frequency should be a pass band. Okay, this you should remember, that's it. Okay, and coming to the next topic, so there is a designing part of the first order active low pass filter. So what it indicates, that it is a consistent of operational amplifier, this one is an operational amplifier, right? So see here, this one is an operational amplifier, so this RC network is there, no, I'm adding extra element to this circuit, so this indicates this is what exactly the first order active low pass filter. This RC phase shift, this RC network I am connecting to the non-inverting terminal of the operational amplifier here, and it will provide a low frequency path to this operational amplifier. That is what exactly the first order active low pass filter. And frequency response we'll see in below FH. Below FH there is a pass band, gain should be this one, and above FH frequency response should be a stop band at the rate what exactly, it should be minus 20 dB per decibel. Okay, this is what exactly about the things. And see here, frequency 0 F and FH, this is what exactly, and at FH, F is equal to FH at this particular rate. So what is the gain here? So this one is a gain. Okay, and after frequency FH, so what is the gain decrease at the rate minus 20, this is what exactly minus 20 degree. Okay, so cutoff frequency FH is equal to what, 1 by 2 times of 1 by 2 pi RC, and passband gain AF is equal to what, this formula. You should remember these two formulas for their calculation purposes. Okay, and some of the applications of the low pass filters are used in audio amplifiers. Low pass filters can be used in equalizers or speakers to reduce the high frequency noise. Okay, so some of the problems we'll have to see based on this. See here, the first order low pass filters with a cutoff frequency 2.2 kilohertz, and with passband gain has been given, AF has been given here 2, and frequency is 2.2 kilohertz. What is the formula then? FH is equal to, so see here, what is the formula then? So this is the formula, FH is equal to 1 by 2 pi RS, we know that. So we know FH, we know C, and we need to find out R here. Okay, so after, so gain is also given, that is AF is equal to 1 plus RF 1 R2 as the RF by R1 2 minus 1, that is 1. So therefore so the resistance RF is equal to R1 as 10 kilo ohm. So I have to, if two or more unknown values, one we have to choose it as a standard value. So that is what exactly the equation is. And coming to here circuit diagram, so you should remember, or it has been given in the form. No, it is not given in the problem. So you have to what exactly, so you have to write this circuit diagram. This is a first order low pass filter, means what exactly you should draw this circuit. Remember, the circuit of first order should be like this: one RC and operational amplifier. Okay, you should remember this circuit. Okay, next problem. So what is the next problem? So determine the value of resistance required. So capacitor value has been given, and this one has been given 30 kilo radian per seconds. Okay, so we know the formula of WH is equal to what? 2 pi FH. So we know FH is equal to 1 by 2 pi RC. We know C value and we know FH value. We need to find out what exactly. So this FH value 1 by 2 pi FC, just have to substitute in this equation. So we don't know R value, and we know the WH value, C value. So we need to find out R. That's a simple problem. Okay, just you have to know this formula. Just you have to know this formula. Okay, just you know to this formula and this formula. So we know this formula FH, we have to substitute this one in this equation and find out the resistance value. Okay, second order low pass filter. So what will happen in the second order low pass filter? Just see here. Okay, so second order low pass filter, same diagram. So with this operational amplifier, I am adding what exactly? Two RC networks. Okay, one RC will be there first for a first order. Again, one more RC I am using. This is a second order low pass filter. Okay, so these both will give what exactly? It will give the low frequency path to the non-inverting terminal, which is connecting to the operational amplifiers. Okay, the frequency response of this particular is like this. Okay, so it is a plotted graph between frequency as well as gain, and at below frequency there is a pass band gain, that is 0.707 AF, and above FH there is a stop band. Okay, this is what exactly, but the rate will be what exactly? Minus 40 dB for decade. Okay, hope you understood. So the for this particular you should remember the formula as FH is equal to 1 by 2 pi under root of R2 R3 C2 C3. But if R2 is equal to R3 is equal to R and C2 is equal to C3 is equal to C, then FH is equal to what? 1 by 2 pi RC. So passband gain always it is similar, that is 1 by 1 plus RF divided by R1. That is what exactly your passband gain. Okay, again coming to the problematical part. So see here, what exactly determine the value of the resistance required for the second order low pass filter. So here it is, 0.01 capacitance value has been given and WH has been given, right? So we know FH value. FH value is this one, 1 by 2 pi under root of these things. But we know that R2 is equal to R3 is equal to R, and C2 is C3 is equal to C. C means 0.01 microfarad. Substitute C square R2 R3 means R square, right? So we don't know R square, but we know FH value, that is FH value also we don't know, right? So we have to keep that this equation as it is, but we know WH is equal to what? 2 pi FH. So with this find out FH. What is FH? FH is this one. So after finding FH, substitute this FH value in this equation, right? So after finding out FH value, so we should find out that what exactly the R is equal to this 1.6.67 kilo ohm. Okay, this is about the easy problem. So first you should remember these two formulas. This is what exactly, and this condition you should apply, and this value. Okay, so the next problem is, so see here, design second order low pass filter with a cutoff frequency 10 kilohertz, unit gain, and that low frequency. Also calculate the voltage transfer function magnitude at 15 kilohertz. What exactly? The FH we already know, 1 by 2 pi RC, because of the condition R2 R3 is equal to RC. 3 is equal to C2 is equal to C. For that is equal directly FH as 1 by 2 pi RC. So RC is equal, we don't know RC, so we take it out RC. So 1 by 2 FH. So find out the formula. So we don't know R and C. So both are unknown. So one of the value you have to choose, either capacitance or resistance. But here I am choosing resistance as R as 100 kilo ohm. Okay. Thus, so find out, after find out C is equal to this one. So C is equal to this means C2, C3 is equal to, that is the only. So voltage transfer function is given by what? V naught S. This formula you have to remember. Okay. V naught S divided by V S. So AF is AF divided by 1 plus FH whole to the power 4. So we know the gain and we know F is equal to 10 kilohertz. Sorry, 15 kilohertz, and FH is equal to what? 10 kilohertz. Substitute and get the value. Okay. This is the problem. Easy problem. And one more last problem. So what is the design second order low pass filter with a cutoff frequency FH? Mentioned here 200 hertz. Draw the circuit diagram, right? So FH has been given. Second order, always this condition should be satisfied. You should remember this condition whenever it is asked for second order low pass filter. So FH is equal to 1 by 2 pi RC. Directly I am taking because of this condition. So 1 by 2 pi RC, C we know, R we know, R we don't know, and FH we know, right? 200. So we'll find out R is from here. Coming to this side, so second order low pass filter, RF we will get this value, right? Because of this one, what exactly gain is 1 plus RF divided by R1 is equal to what? 1.586. For second order low pass filter, gain should be this one. So it has mentioned. So in the problem, it is asked the gain should be 1.586, right? This is not mentioned here, but we have to take them for 1.586. So choosing R1 as 10 kilo ohm, choosing R1 as 10 kilo ohm, 10 kilo ohm. So 1 by RF divided by around 10 kilo ohm. This one RF is equal to what? 5.86. So adjustment 10 kilo ohm for what we are standard value we are using. Okay. This is about the so what exactly the second order low pass filter. Okay. Next high pass band pass filter will explain in the next later classes. Okay. Thank you guys. If is there any doubt, please contact me with the WhatsApp number. Okay. Hope all of you will should know this concepts very well. Okay. If is there any doubt, will let me know that with the WhatsApp numbers.